DVLT has seen peak excitement turn into peak fear as price drops heavily, getting right back to the breakout spot in the matter of only a few days. So, what caused this? What should we be expecting coming into next week? And is this a cause for great concern, or are we going to get the bounce right here? So, flip it to the weekly very quickly, right? We have this obvious picture: big move up, big sell off, breaking out of this resistance, battling now for that control. So, off of candle structure, we see this bearish inverse red hammer candle, lots of selling pressure. Not the greatest look on the weekly, but we're going to be analyzing what we can see on the daily. So, flip it to the daily, guys. What I have to emphasize now is that 87-cent level spot is a very critical spot. I mean, now we've tested and tried to get above it for 3 times, and this time being very drastic, right? Last time was the attempt breakout movement. We were trending downwards in this very narrow resistance for a bit of time. If we go all the way back to this run up, we see price fall aggressively. Then right around that under that $2 flat level, we do see a bit of a sloping resistance start to present itself. So while we see this, price is conforming, then it was building up on ascending support. See a very strong dominant green wide bar here. We see 87 hold up as a ceiling. So actually, we end up seeing about 4 turns at this 87-cent spot getting rejected. So right around that zone, we get rejected there. But the real issue was, finding that close price action. Boom, we pop out of this resistance. Huge aggressive move here. And although we get that beautiful move, guys, if we flip to the hourly, seeing this in real time, this was actually a very quick movement. So we ended up getting that breakout, right? Break out of this resistance. 1, 2, 3, pressing that spot. The same day, we get completely brought back down. So this was actually a crazy price action day, given we did break out of the resistance. And that same day, at the very end of the day, while we were battling, trying to hold above it, get above it, we see a very drastic candle just completely backtracking the entire movement. So at this point, guys, 87 cents is extremely important and critical to hold above on stock price. Now, we see what happened last week, right, guys? We see what happened here. We get this almost pennant-like structure forming down in a resistance, support, sloping upwards, and then beautiful break. I mean, this stuff is textbook, guys, right? Multiple tests out of this resistance. 1, 2, 3. Then we see getting tight. Boom. Beautiful. I mean, this can't be any better of a breakout. This is a beautiful green wide confident bar showing the buyer confidence in stock price to move higher. At the same time, we're seeing that floor hold up very well. That 67-cent floor, couple of tests below it, creating that pennant-like structure, but very strong here. And then boom, right? Price goes into the buyer's favor and we gap up. We actually continue. We're looking at a potential really aggressive move on our hands at this point. Huge move up, huge gap up. Doji candle, but at the time, guys, we were trying to press up higher, 2 levels right around that $1 psychological level, right at that 99-cent spot. So given that, you could have seen something very drastic, potentially something like this, retracing all the way down to 50 cents and getting a pop to 145, which is actually our first price target on the channel, right? We have to get above 87, but above that, like we mentioned on the previous analysis, is right between that 87 cents and $1.45 level. That is a very quick spot, fair value spot right here. Price does not hang around here for a long time. So, getting above that 87 cents after rejecting multiple times and holding above it here, we were gearing up for a potential really aggressive move. So what happens instead? We gap down. We do see some hope here though, right? We have a lot of buying pressure, thin body, so indecisive day. Although the sellers try to push us back down, buyers buy back up. Look like we could be getting back on track to reclaim that 87 cents again. Now, this is where the real trouble comes in. First, you see a big breakout movement, big gap up, looking for continuation above the key level that we were battling. And then you see a gap down, pressing down, buyers fighting back, and the next day just completely swallowing the entire buyback, getting right back down to that breakout level spot where we're building up energy. So it's still early. It is Saturday at the time of recording this video, but if we're looking at the after hours right now, we're around that 3% spot for DVLT, so definitely a lot stronger than most low caps at the moment. 2.94% on after hours, although that can change over the next couple of days here. So that's what I got my eyes on, guys. We definitely need to see a little bit of a push in after hours, and ideally, since we're very volatile right here, out of a breakout spot, the volatility is huge. It's not hanging out. Boom, huge volatile move down. So the best key here, since the sellers are trying to find their yank under this support base, we need the volatility to continue. Find that 87 touch faster than you likely expect. That's the only way I see DVLT on track for this continued breakout, just given off of purely candle structure. I mean, we rejected off the spot 4 times now, right? And we have a very beautiful looking breakout just get completely shut down on the same week. So, that was a very emotionally driven week. Peak excitement to peak fear. What I need to see here, guys, is that base to hold up. A push coming into the next week instantly. Monday, Tuesday. I want to see that push back to 87 cents, right around that zone. Finding this to be a false breakdown, having short sellers stepping in, buyers buying right back up, knowing the potential of DVLT, flipping this back around, and then getting back over the zone as it had gotten broken over once again. So that's what you got to see coming into next week, guys. And just quickly looking at the hourly, you do see price actually tries to hold above that 87 cents for a bit of time. We do get that breakout. We're holding above for that entire day. Things are looking pretty good. And then, boom, gapping down, continuing, buying back up, furthering the move down right at that base. We did fall below that base of 67 cents. Not looking good. They need to be targeting 50 cents if we were holding under for, say, a couple of days, not quickly reclaiming. You can see that once here, twice here. If that doesn't happen, guys, then you'd be looking at the bearish outlet. Although I think we still have some hope, guys, up after hours at the moment. You just want to see that press of 87 cents. So that'll do it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll continue to update you guys as this move develops. As always, trade smart. I'll see you all in the next one.